The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
To throw, it's Murray. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. Good footwork at the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0. 14, Bears, after the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery. but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down, here's Murray. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Group B able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But, Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Fighting his way through contact. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now from Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Seahawks.
54! Another timeout.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Give to Walker on the read option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Bears take over a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before rolling out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long. It's Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Watson off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Again, it's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. Working the middle here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Dancing to his left.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to air one out. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Easy.
Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Day.
24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Quez Watkins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, Ace.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Murray going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Walker now on first and 10. Shreds it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Ken Walker, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Day. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Murray changing the play. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now they'll shift things around. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Murray now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Watson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what? It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Murray looking to change the play here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what
changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now Murray. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Omaha. That's one. Omaha.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Big Ace.
Now Murray off play action. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Murray to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, but I'll put a slant or something like that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Knock the ball his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're good.